So today I'm going to be doing a comparison video over the Master Airbrush G22 or 255 set and the Master Airbrush G233 set. So these are both airbrushes I've used for painting before, and I think they're really good quality and they're fairly cheap. They're not like the fancy Iwata ones, so you're going to be missing out on some of the higher end stuff. But let's go ahead and get to the review over these two airbrushes. So this is also to help the person who is just starting out with airbrushing and you have no idea what to do. Let me show you. So this right here, I used to have a model G22, except I broke it and I lost the case. So yeah, this is the G225, I think, and it has a smaller hopper and it came with a 2.5 needle. And so this one has a little bit of a smaller hopper than the big one. And it has a little bit more of a finer shooting system in here. So when you're shooting for fine, consistent points, which is okay. But when you're painting big baits, it tends to not work as well. And it doesn't really accept the 0.5 needles as well. Alright, so this is the brand new one I got in the mail about 20 minutes ago. I haven't even opened it yet. Go ahead and open it up. I had the G22. And it's basically the same thing as this, except it has a little bit less features on here. Go ahead and get this out of the wrapping and show y'all. Other than like open up a clean airbrush. Ooh. So right off the bat, I can feel this is a lot heavier. It's a lot heavier duty, for sure. And then this one was a set too, so it comes with the 0.5, 0.3, and 0.2 needles, I believe. Looks like I'm missing some. Well, that's kind of dumb. Missing some airbrush tips here. That's alright. This is the little compressor valve that I actually... This is the one that came with the 2.5 set. This is the exact same thing, essentially. So don't really need that. But let's go ahead and hook it up. All the Master airbrushes and Iwata, all airbrushes are compatible with the same cord and same thing for the compressor. So this compressor and cord and nozzle right here will work for an Iwata or a Badger or a Valero or anything else like that. So that's pretty cool. Go ahead and get her on. She looks very shiny. Alright, cool. And then I built like a little airbrush holder out of plywood. That was pretty cool. So right off the bat, between the two, I can tell that this one is substantially heavier, just because there's more metal and more parts. As you can see, they're a little bit different. This one has a bigger hopper, so when you pull the cap off, you have tons of space in there. Rather, this one, you don't really have that much space at all. So big difference there, and I'm not really going to use the cap at all, pretty much never, just because I don't need to. Now, a different feature about this one than the other airbrush or the G22 or just like this one, except these have the closed end caps. This one has the open end cap here, so you can pull out the whole system just like that. And then this right here is what controls the needle, and I believe there's a 0.3 needle in here. I believe so, yeah. And I think I got the one with the 0.3 needle. Yeah, it looks about right, 0.3 size needle. And you gotta be careful with these airbrush needles, because one, you can hurt yourself, and second, you can hurt your airbrush. Go ahead and put that back in, the screw lock back on, like that. So what's different is this has a control back here, will allow to let you pull back a certain far. So if you want it to come really far back, then just loosen it up. If you want to go not so far back with a better control, close it all the way up, and you have no control. And the back here is also compatible. If you wanted to take off one of these end caps, you can also slide them on here as well, and now you basically have a G22. So you're just essentially paying $5 more for that end cap that does really nothing, but it's honestly up to you. When I get a new airbrush, the first thing I do is always run some water and cleaner through it to clean out everything, and that can actually instantly perform how your airbrush is running. So I'll just pour some cleaner in there like that, spray it through. So we can go ahead and do a spray test. Let's go ahead and mix up some, I don't know how this paint does with non-reduced paint. We're just gonna go ahead and pour some black in here and see how she does. First time running paint through the airbrush should be interesting. This time I know what I'm doing. Last time I had no idea, so. And that's what honestly probably caused that one to finally die and choke out, is because I messed her up from the get-go, but she served a lot of good purposes. Y'all saw a lot of lures painted and stuff, so it wasn't a total letdown. Let's go ahead and just put a few drops of black paint in here. She's stuck. I'm going to have to build a new rod system here. This is not the best for this bigger cup. Just pour a little bit black paint in there and see how she shoots. So overall impressions, I think I really like it. It's well balanced, feels nice and heavy, and shoots pretty well. So in the next episode, we will be doing some lure painting with this here airbrush. So stay tuned for that, and peace.